all right already. I should have a controller. I have a controller. I stuck a controller where the headphones go. The headphones are on my head, which is actually where they go. Hmm. Hmm. I imagine there's some sort of a portmanteau involved with the creation of the word headphones. Because it must have originally been like a gramophone or something like that, where like the different roots of the word were compatible. And so then phone became like something to do with audio. And then they appended head because like, I don't know. Hi, Chrono. No, this isn't DDR. Oh my god, sea otters holding hands is like the best thing. Oh my god, no. So the thing about otters is that you can't go wrong with any kind of otter. Like, river otters are like goofy, playful, ridiculous cuteness. And then sea otters are like super like just chill adorableness. And they're just like fat and hand holding and super cute. So like you can't go wrong. Man, Chrono, your cheer count is definitely going up. All right, so I got super fired up in Twitter reading what the guy who, one of the writers for this game, was saying about things that are related to this game, kind of. I don't know. This is very appropriate, actually, to just like step into this section right here. Like the whole conversation, actually, as we're about to dig into, very timely. The whole conversation about workers' rights and unions and things like that. Right, I know phone dates back to the Greek for voice and sound, but head is not, it's not the Greek word for that. Oh, Cyber, thank you. It's a cheer party. I think Jobber was celebrating the defeat of the final Aeon, shall we say. So that was a big deal. We worked very hard for that. By the way, those of us who are going to go to the Flutie Pies retreat, is that a good word for it? I've been talking about how we should all dress up as Final Fantasy X characters and go play mini golf. So if you can't be there with us, we'll take photos and share the experience so you can live vicariously through us. Right, I know, but Proto, then I wonder where in the like at what point did, because telephone is like sound, like a cross sound, so that makes sense. Thank you guys. It's all right. It's all right. Like I said, we'll share, because I know that a lot of people live in other countries that are not easily able to come join us. Yeah, sorry. My brain is in like approximately 5 different locations here because I'm trying to talk about did Mad Max play mini golf? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear Ella. She's got things to say. No, so I'm like simultaneously trying to, this is why I'm bad at streaming things at a reasonable time frame. I'm simultaneously thinking about the etymology of the word headphones. Preparing to talk to people about workers' rights and unions and things like that, which is something I'm still learning a lot about. And then also having 2 cats. Ella, don't you sit on her. Don't you sit on her. Ella, what did I just tell you not to do? The dog doesn't seem to mind. Oh my god, cats. Oh my god, guys. I have 2 cats. Oh yeah, and then mini golf as Final Fantasy X characters. And there's just too much else going on in my head. So, no, it's okay, baby. So now I have 2 cats going on in my lap. Hi, Corgi Party. I'm going to try my best to focus. Focus. I didn't have a terrible day at work. So actually things might be okay at work. So we're good. Maybe Space Alert. Hi, Fuzzy Werewolf. Hello and welcome and good morning to you and good evening to others. Yes. Here we go. Jobs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a good point. Oh, no. Knox, I'm sorry that your sister, who is bigger than you, is crushing you. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no! You're all tangled up in the headphone cord. Oh no! There's a disaster here. Hi, Simon Catfish. No, yeah, I don't know that I would say that May rejects reality fully. Like, in some ways she does, in other ways reality is rejected for her in a way. Ow, ow, ow. That's a kitty. That's a kitty claw digging right into my foot. Thank you, cats. And, oh my god, cats! I don't know what to do about the fact that I can't function. Okay, they're side by side. Ella has her tail curled around Nox. You'd almost think they like each other. I don't know that she's aloof. I would not say aloof. I think kind of out of self-protection and the fact that she's got lots of other stuff going on in her head. Yes, so many cats. How many cats is too many cats? I can't hear this very well. Is it quiet or is it just me? There's music. Okay. I am playing as a cat. No, there's just so many cats. I can't jump, by the way. Look at how not jumping I am in the library. Oh my god. No, but like the No, but I mean, is like Cephala related to head? Is that Greek? I think it is. So like technically like a phone that has to do with your head, but the thing is, it's not actually your head. It's actually like an earphone. So I'm actually really curious, what do other languages call headphones? I'm curious about this. D. Dixon, you have the right priorities. I have 2 cats in my lap right now, simultaneously. I don't know if they're cold or sad or what, but I'm not going to argue about having 2 lap cats. All right. Microfiche. Oh no, I thought that was the triple asterisk thing. Microfiche. I like how the employee is just like completely ignoring May. Wow, okay, 13 cats is a lot of cats. Why can't I jump on things? I want to jump on everything. Life is hard. I feel crippled when I'm not capable of jumping in a game. Like, I feel like I've been like, I don't know, my freedom and individuality has been taken from me. The form of self-expression that is consistent through all games I play. Oh, okay, well, hi, Jazzy Pants. I do know you then. Sorry. I'm listening to the sneaking around music. Like, it kind of has, like, it makes me think of Richmond's theme from Suikoden 2. Okay, I mean, I don't know that I would call salt seasoning, but salt needs to go in everything, and it's the most delicious. I have a problem. Okay, commentary begins. Yeah. I don't know. Last time we played this, did I talk about my friend's mom, who was a computer programmer from back in the day when you didn't need a degree to be a computer programmer? And then she started having problems in her job. And of course, like, you know, being my friend's mom in college, so she was like in her 50s or so. And she decided that she wanted to try to get a new job, but she didn't have a degree, and she had, like, you know, 30 years of experience in a specialized field. But it's a field that changes and grows rather dramatically. She did, like, programming for some sort of, like, special database software or something like that. And like she was still like middle class and everything. Hang on, hold. Actually, can you bear with me? Just 1 second. I'm having a moment that is completely absurd right now. Anyway, I don't know that I did, Squizgar. Could you tweet it at me or? It's okay, Cyber. I'll blame you, but only a little. Okay. So full disclosure, actually being in like having followed the writer of this game for like 3 years on Twitter, I think, and then playing this game and thinking a lot and learning a lot and stuff. No, but I've actually been motivated to get politically active. So thanks, Night in the Woods. But I mean, seriously, that's why you create art, if you have something you want to say and do. Like if you really want to make a change in the world, like do it in the way that you can. Because you never know when it might actually make a difference for people, whether that's being like Mr. Rogers and trying to raise an entire generation of kids to think that it's okay to have feelings and to try to be good and kind and that sort of thing. Or, hi, Decapeptal. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, we're here. You're live now. Or trying to get people to think really hard about some of the current events that are destroying lives for people throughout our country. Well, my country. I know some of you guys are not actually in the U.S., so you can have your own national crisis. But we have ours, and you can sit around and be sad, or you can be an armchair activist, or you can like try to get involved. I don't really know what skills or talents I have to offer. But I figure I can try, because it's better to try, right? It's always better to try doing something. Even if you have no idea what you're doing and you might totally fail. If it's important to you, you try it. I'm a person who tries things. So I'm going to try and see what I can do. So, yeah, I don't know. Boy, we're off to a good start this time, aren't we? I'm sorry. Yeah. I know, Chrono, right? Oh my god. So I have recently decided, oh my god. Of course, no, Chrono, that's what I mean, though. No, this is great. It was off to a great start. No, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. And trying to figure out, like, role models and things like that. And, like, people where you're like, this person is doing things in a way that I want to, like, who do I want to be and what do I want to do with my life? Because I'm old enough. Like I said, I'm probably not old enough to be your mom, but I'm old enough to act like your mom. That's my, like, official answer to my age. Because I used to say I was old as the sun and as young as the moon, or as old as today and as young as tomorrow. Because that's the kind of person I am. But no, I'm hitting the point in my life where I feel like I feel like I need to actually figure out what I want to do and who I want to be, because I can actually do that now. I have some degree of control over my life, and some degree of maturity and emotional togetherness. It's kind of scary if you've been watching my social media lately. If you think I say that, you're like, Lauren, I'm like, dealing with a lot of change. Change is hard, especially for a Lauren. Normally this would have like completely flatlined me, like all this change. So I'm doing all right. Doing okay. Have not fallen completely flat on my face. But, so I'm just kind of like, what do I want to do? So I've decided, like, Lloyd Alexander has been one of my role models for how to be a person. He's kind of how my that's the question, isn't it? How old is Lauren? Don't say if you know. I think it's funny to keep people guessing, because I get anything between, like, sometimes people will say mid-20s, sometimes people will say late 30s, or anywhere in between, which is an adventure. I'm trying to figure out what people say. I don't generally get mistaken for an undergraduate anymore, but I did for a while, which was very flattering because I used to look way older than I was when I was a kid. Anyway, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm such a mess. No, but like, so Lloyd Alexander was the writer who really, yeah, probably blues. But he really inspired me a lot as a kid, and is where my moral code came from. And I think, I don't remember exactly, Nick, but I know we've talked about this. But no, so I've actually been thinking about it, and the more I watch of Mr. Rogers talking about what is important to him and what his philosophies are, I'm like, if I have any sort of voice whatsoever, let me be in some small way following the path that he lay. And then I also, like, as a person who creates original things sometimes, and just like, how do you think about other people and think about things and be smart? Like, honestly, Scott Benson's really inspiring me, but don't tell him I said that because I don't want him to think I'm really lame or annoying. But I've been like, actually, like, these are like some of the people that I've been looking up to. And it kind of bothers me that they're all, like, there aren't any women on that list, so I need to work on that. But I do have a red sweater on. Is that, oh no, Nox! Oh, we're down a cat. I'm sorry, guys. And then we can go back to talking about the other thing we were talking about. I am in rare form tonight. My goodness. My goodness. I don't know, guys. I'm going through like super major important life changes, okay? Oh god, no proto. No, don't do that. Yeah, no, trying to promote positivity and also trying to get people to think about and talk about things that will actually make a difference in the world. But I don't know enough yet to do that. I am too ignorant to make the change that I want to make. So I have to educate. Oh God, Proto, that's dangerous. No, I don't know. I am taking several years worth of very hard work after an indeterminate amount of time in basically hibernation, and now I'm like gearing myself up to like go and do something. I don't know what, but I want to do something with my life, with the world and stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, so don't be surprised if once I'm not no, I mean, like, I want to encourage positivity, but more than positivity, like, I mean, you can try to make a safe and friendly and welcoming space for people, and that is important. And you can try to make people heard and loved and respected, and that's important too. But education is also really important. And I would like to be educated, and I would like to help increase education, like, or support it. I would like to know things. I would like to have opinions that are what I believe in and not what other people tell me to believe in, and understand where it came from and what can be done about it and all of that stuff. So, yeah. And this is maybe the most self-indulgent thing I've ever said. It's probably not true. But, okay. See, yeah, so yeah, about my friend who even like in like a white collar job was still having a hard time. Trying to find a new job in your 50s is really not easy, no matter what field you're in. What is Chatterbox anyway? Is it an actual thing, or is that supposed to be oh my gosh. Talk about it, May. This is one thing May and I have in common. We talk about like literally everything that we walk past, which is great. Oh, you think it's Discord? Right. Well, if you're a 6-figure corporate executive, then you're kind of in your own special class of different life experiences. Oh my God, Charity Barity. Oh my God, ICQ. Raise your hand if you were on ICQ. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before, and I'm pretty sure this is going to date me right here. I don't know know this one well enough to sing along, apparently. That doesn't stop me. I was a very early adopter of ICQ because I was very precocious on the internet, which got me into a fair bit of trouble, by the way. I got AIM later, but thanks for Oh, that's all right, God of Darkness. You don't have to get social media just because other people do. Oh my God, Matt, that's amazing. Oh, I spent so much time on IRC. Like, Discord has basically filled what I didn't realize was the IRC-shaped hole in my heart. So, all right, well, look at us. Look at us, like, old school social media nerd kids. Yeah. Social media before it was social media. Like LiveJournal. Bringing lonely nerd children from far corners of the world together. Good times. But I really actually think it's really important, because if you have to live thinking you're the only person like you in the world, that's a really sad way to be, because you're probably not. Got real. Oh my God, GeoCities, don't get me started on my old GeoCities page. You guys might actually be amused. Oh God! Oh God, hi! I actually know your name now. Hi! Oh my God, sorry, this is like the biggest, we got sidetracked like we do. I'm sorry. Is this your fault, Space Alert? Did you do this? No, we've just been talking about all sorts of things, but they're kind of all over the place now. So yeah, welcome to Rambling. Rambling, like, it's not Rambling 101, no, like, I've got like a master's degree in rambling. I'm like an expert on rambling. What? Oh, okay, well, maybe you heard some of my rambling. That's slightly embarrassing, but yeah. No. It's just really funny to be at this point in the game with that sort of stuff on the mind. What, DX, man? Nox, what are you doing? Sorry. Hi, Cistern! Yeah. No, but I mean, like... Oh God, I'm sorry. I have completely, like... I mean, you missed... Let's see. I've been trying to have like 5 different conversations with myself / other people, and so it's like... Yeah, no, it's this pretty cool game. Like, super hip with all the kids these days. Oh my God, Battletoads is so hard. No, see, God of Darkness. The joke is that he's one of the writers of the game, which is why I'm like, oh my God, don't think I'm totally lame here, but... Ha. Ramblin'. Yeah, no, I'm not really good at ramblin' like in the songs, because that implies like lighthearted, like wandering around, like nothing gets to you, and I have like entirely too much anxiety for that. God, Battletoads, yeah, the first level or 2, and then the race level, and then everybody stops playing the game. Yeah. I'm so confused about what's going on. Sorry, okay. No, but, well, I was actually talking about, because of the computer with the resume, talking about a friend of mine's mom who, oh yes, we have our own canon about Katie Washington, who has never lost a child. So she has come up in many games since. So she's also a deity in Dark Souls. Did you know that? Yeah. Yes. So see, like, Katie Washington is our hero here. She is the true star of the show. Yeah, no, Yeah. Yes. No, you have to like every time you go past the flyers, you have to like say hi to Katie Washington and then discuss her significance in the greater universe, but not like the game universe, like our universe. Like, are we all Katie's children? Have we ever been lost? Yes. But no, I oh my god, wait. Oh god. Yeah, so by the way, oh no, okay. See, like, I've been having a lot of fun, trying not too hard to, like, find the pieces that, like, I really enjoy, like, the fact that there are pieces that don't go anywhere, that, I don't know if red herring is quite the right word, but, like, I remember when I was playing this for the first time, I kept trying to figure out, what was going on. And admittedly, when I first played this, like, I was going through, like, a really tumultuous period of my life, so I'd go, like, a few weeks without playing it and then be like, is this me or is this the game confusing me? But so it's kind of interesting looking back and being like, okay, these were the things that I was like, oh, is this going to be the thread? No, it's not the thread. Is this going to be the thread? No, it's not the thread. And then things that, like there are multiple references to cults throughout the game, which is a nice little touch that I didn't think anything of, but like replaying it is, yeah, right, Space Alert, right? So it's clever. Yeah. I hope you don't mind that like people are just like jumping on you with excitement, but we like this game a little bit. It's really good. So we have to pick this. God. Yes, we liked it a lot. All right. Well, I mean, I don't want to like make you uncomfortable by like talking about like your game and the writing in this game. I mean, suffice to say, I like it a lot. I have to say, actually, one of the sections that I like the best, which we did a couple of, I think it was 2 streams ago, is the Mr. Chazakov pairing of, is it Simone and the Seer dude, which is like that whole section, which was really good. But it's amazing. No, it's okay. Honestly, like, don't worry. I can make things awkward all on my own because I just kind of like, I pour feelings out, so that's really awkward to begin with. And then like that gets interrupted and I interrupt myself and it's just, it's what we do. Anyway, no, but I don't know. Hair dryer. Are you new here? Have you been here before? I feel like I remember a name like that, but I'm not the best with names, as it turns out. So, hi and welcome. Is this your first time visiting? Are you from the YouTubes? We have some of those sometimes. Okay. I need to actually pay attention to the game, but I'm so distracted. God. Yeah, no, like, but it's fun because like I have a hard time finding things that make me laugh. Oh, thank you. Oh, that makes my day. No, it's hard for me to find things that make me laugh consistently. I just tell people I don't have a sense of humor because that's like the easiest way to get them to not be disappointed when I don't like their humor or the things that they find funny. But this has consistently made me laugh, and then just like periodically, randomly, it just is just like stunningly beautiful writing, and I'm like, okay then. That is much appreciated. So it's a nice balance between the two. It's actually kind of fun to compare this to Undertale in that they both have elements of humor and tragedy, but they're so very different because Undertale is way more larger than life, and this is so very real. So it's nice. Yes, no, May disapproves of me. May is like, okay, look, I talk about everything, but you talk about everything even more than I do. But look, okay, the game has taken away my ability to jump. So I can either jump or I can talk. And I've only got one option right now. So do you have a word count? How many words are in this game? Yeah, no, I definitely don't laugh at everything. Yeah, no jumping. Thanks, Frodo. I can always count on you to give us quote 25. God, that's okay. That's like 2.5 novels of like epic fantasy lengths. So congratulations. Oh, actually, I have something funny that I came across recently. It was a clip from a stream when I was playing Majora's Mask, in which I was talking about this game that somebody that I followed on Twitter is writing that had lots of words, and it had so many words that I was really excited about playing it. And I was just like spring cleaning through my clips, and I was like, wait a minute. So that was good. Yeah. Oh my god. Sharks would be pretty great. You gotta be careful. People are gonna start combing through those for the truth of Katie Washington. What are her messages for her children? Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the branches. Part of the problem is that I don't always remember what I said last time around, so. Hey, B-Sim, welcome! Welcome back! Yeah, no. Look, Katie Washington is a mystery, okay? We have to fill in the gaps of what we know about her. Yeah. Oh, like, God, I want to just be like, so this is how I feel about the characters, and these are like the thoughts that I have about the characters in the world and your like choices and things. And don't get me started on my feelings about the like presence of magic or like faith magic or whatever in the game. Like, I will just like talk your ear off. I have lots of feelings. That's what I do. That's apparently why these people are patient enough to sit here and listen to me ramble, is because I have feelings and I will express them. Are you Katie Washington? Okay. Well, that's good. We are all Katie Washington. I mean, it's not untrue, Chrono. Look, we're at quote 450. Like, when did that happen? How did that happen? Because I talk too much. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, real talk. Okay. Okay, so obviously I'm not progressing in the game, so I'm sorry. Hey, YouTube archive people, I'm sorry, but you have to know what you're getting into by now. No, but like, so seriously, I feel like society has a lot of trouble with people expressing their emotions comfortably, and especially like growing up in the 90s. There you go. You guys want to figure out how old I am. There was a lot of like almost nihilistic entertainment also for kids, and I think it's kind of contributed to. It's okay. I can grind things to the halt on my own. This is just you giving me an excuse. But I can tell you I wasn't making lots of progress before you got here. We had 20 minutes between walking in the front door and getting here. I have a gift, and that gift is lots of words and feelings. No, but I feel like that kind of contributed to some of the problems that we have specifically, and what I thought was limited to internet culture. That to show like how cool and hip you were, you had to kind of show like how little you cared. So there's a lot of yeah, no, like Beavis and Butthead and things like that, but not even something to that extreme degree. Like it was kind of background noise a lot. And one thing that I think is really delightful about people these days making things is that you've got things like Rebecca Sugar making, Steven Universe. You've got Toby Fox making Undertale, targeting both of those a really young audience and kind of, it's a sponge run, except we're not even like soaking up lore right now. We're just kind of talking. But no, the fact that there are creators that are consciously choosing to put good in the world and to like reinforce the idea of kindness and love and family and friendship as desirable, to have characters that can cry and that's okay, is pretty incredible, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what I am the anti-AGDQ. Look, okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, just like I feel like I want to see what the kids that grew up with the things that are being produced now I'm curious what they'll become after like my incredibly like cynical, nihilistic, we don't care. Look at how much we don't care. Look at us not care and laugh about other people's suffering because it's funny. Like the fact that empathy is considered, I don't even know if it's like considered a weakness or just, I don't know. Yes, no, pro friendship and love and happiness and stuff. I am too. So. And even like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, Night in the Woods is targeting a different demographic than, say, Steven Universe, or even I would say Undertale. Like, I love Undertale to death, but it's super popular with 13-year-olds, which is great. Like I said, I love the thought of 13-year-olds growing up with things teaching them that maybe you don't have to fight people and maybe you can find other solutions to your problems. But I feel like this is a, like, I mean, does it bother you if I just kind of talk about what I feel about your game? Because one of the things that is so striking to me about it, and I've talked about this a lot on stream, so everybody else who's been here a lot, humor me, but there's this like kind of an underlying love of humanity in it. And kind of in a like, I know you can do better and I also know you're terribly flawed, but I still love you at large, which is like extraordinarily beautiful. Because like, and this is a thing that I've rambled about a bunch, but like even, and okay, so guys, if you haven't beaten the game, this is a replay, so we're going to talk spoilers. But even the cult at the end, there is some good motivation behind the unspeakably terrible things that they do. And their humanity, despite the fact that we never know for sure who they are, their humanity feels like it's never lost and it's never forgotten. And all right, well, who subscribed? Thank you for subscribing, despite the rambling. Oh my gosh, safe media for kids and teens. I wonder by what definition of safe? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Mark. No, I know Mark. Mark and I are pals. Thank you. But no, so you have things like Pastor K, who's one of my favorite characters. But oh god, the knife fight. The problem is like, it was like when my friend Danny and I did our cake and we were like doing like the knife fight thing and people are like, do you actually have wounds on your hands from knife fighting? I'm like, no, I'm just clumsy. So I've totally got wounds on my hands, but I did not stab myself or other people in the hands with knives or knights. That would be special. I mean, it's not toxic. No, it's definitely not toxic. No, but like fundamentally, like for example, it would be so easy to have written May's family as I mean, they could be caricatures, and even if they weren't caricatures, there could be more of an emphasis on what they've done wrong. They could so easily be dysfunctional and unhealthy, but like fundamentally, no matter what is wrong, no matter how much they may have tension, and even when they have fights and they say things that you really shouldn't say to another person, which I love the fact that you're not afraid to have the characters just say awful things to each other sometimes, because people do that. Having recently said something really awful to a person I care about, not intending to hurt them, but hurting them really badly anyway, like, that's a really human thing. And so I like that the dialogue is willing to go there. But that even fundamentally, May and her parents love each other. And that's what defines their relationship, is that they love each other. They've made mistakes, but oh my god. Yeah, sorry, Parking Lot Possum. I'm sorry if you're going to get a little dizzy or nauseous here watching the screen moving. That's okay though. I can just like smack my desk with enthusiasm. And the camera will do that too. It'll be good. Yeah, no. So anyway, I have rambled long enough and probably bored you guys with stuff that we've already heard. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's beautiful because it reinforces the goodness of humanity. Like, despite digging into some of the worst things that people can do to each other, which like we're gonna get into. Like, we're about to get into things that are like based on like awful, horrifying facts, which is just appalling. Like, trying to imagine hurting a person like people do, trying to imagine. I was reading an article recently actually about whether dehumanizing is actually why people do, like, because there's the common the common reason where people like people have to dehumanize the enemy to be able to hurt the enemy. Or is that true? Do people actually humanize the enemy, and it is because of their humanity that they then torture them as terribly as they do? And it's really interesting stuff. I don't know where I'm going with this. Never mind. Yeah, no, it is Space Alert. It both is and isn't, and that's wonderful. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna play the game. And we're gonna talk about stuff. Oh God, okay. You know, Chrono, it sounds crazy, but Proto actually has an astonishingly impressive memory. So if there is a person in the world who could have that experience, it would probably be him. But I'm not sure that memories are formed at that age, even for Proto, so I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's easy to not care. It's hard to care, I think. And this game does a really good job of getting at that. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Space Alert. I don't know what I was thinking. I should be ashamed of myself. It's funny, actually. So we're going to play Transistor after this. And Proto was like, hey, if you get through all the rest of Night in the Woods, you can start Transistor next week. And I was like, is that going to happen? So no. Are we seriously talking about birth here? Being born? All right, we're doing that. I'm surprised we're not having any like Earthbound final boss conversations in that case. Sorry, gotta scoot closer so I don't have any cats so I can actually move my chair. You should finish it, Chrono, because we're gonna play it eventually. I'm sorry, I think it's really funny. I still think it's really funny. Oh my God, so Space Alert, hey! So you think I'm bad about talking. So apparently when I was born, I screamed so much that my mom said that if I had been the first child, I would have been the only child. Because my sister was a perfect angel and I was not. And then, apparently, before I learned to speak English, I was so disappointed that I couldn't communicate with the people around me that I just babbled this nonsense language constantly. And my mom would call me her sweet baboo, so it was babuski is what she would call this language. And there's like videos and tape recordings of me just like rambling and rambling and rambling and and it sounds like I'm talking. And I used to think that if I found a video of that, I would somehow be able to understand a language that I came up with when I was like 1 or 2. But anyway, yeah, so I dissatisfied with my inability to speak English. I started speaking my own nonsense language, and as soon as I was capable of speaking to people with like words that they could understand, I have never stopped. Whether they can understand it or not is another story, but I have never stopped talking. So yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, my mom is bilingual, and I regret that I didn't learn German at home, but my dad's side of the family is Jewish, and that was awkward. So I didn't learn German growing up. But I've actually started trying to study it because I feel like if I learn German, I can like simultaneously understand a little bit of German and understand a little bit of Yiddish, so like everybody should be happy. It's complicated. You barked at people, Space Alert! That's kind of amazing. I don't know that it's actually like it's not like we're not talking like Tolkien-esque language. It might just have been me making sounds with the cadence of people talking. But oh no, Madlands. Well, I hope you can get it back. And no, Chrono, I don't think I have. I mean, the guy who wrote the song's last name is Cohen, so I can only assume. Is that where Angus gets it from? How do you pronounce that word, hairdryer? Hairdryer? Glaswegian. Is that a dialect? Are we making a joke here about a dialect being like a fully different language? That's true, Cyber. Glaswegian. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, so my mom grew up speaking German in the home because her mom was German. There's there's an awkward story there that I don't know that I want to talk about on stream, but it is interesting. If you want to know what American English sounds like, hey, I speak mostly American English. It's not my fault that I'm from Texas and sound like a Canadian. You can blame my mom for that. Oh my gosh. All right. We're breaking down into dialect arguments. Okay. Well, I am tragically monolingual despite taking French for 6 years because the American educational system does a terrible job speaking or teaching foreign languages. I know. Well, actually, no, space alert. I had a friend who called me a canoe because I was half Canadian, half Jewish. It's like, okay, I guess that counts. So there you go. Oh man. Do I make music or do I do covers? I do covers, Cistern. I do not write music. I cover things. One of these days I'm going to cover more music from this game. But I have not gotten around to doing most covers. I did actually. I'm contributing to somebody's Pokemon cover that I turned in things for tonight right before this. God, writing songs is hard. I don't know how to do that. That's like magic as far as I'm concerned. Look at this, I'm pressing the button. No, I write lyrics to songs sometimes. I do write lyrics to songs sometimes. I'm not good. I'm not a poet. Oh my god, I'm not a poet. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We're in the library! And poetry is a thing. Okay. I'm so looking forward to doing that. Didn't you guys say last time that there are videos of people doing Selmer's poem as like a spoken word performance? No, that's not the Greg arm flap thingy. That's the Lauren arm flap thingy. I mean, there are certain things that Greg and I have in common. So, it's possible. God, that is so cool. How does that feel, by the way? To have people perform something like that live. Like, does that feel cool? Because I imagine it would. Decapeptyl, yeah, no, like, No, I think people have actually done that. Yeah, no, Selmer's poem is really awesome. Oh my god, that is amazing. So that's how you know that your art is having the effect that I imagine you could hope it would have in the world. Like, that's so cool. Well, as I was telling stream actually earlier before you got here, I've kind of been going through a stage of like intense personal growth and life changes for the past couple of years. And kind of feeling like I'm getting to a point where I need, like, I want to have a direction and do things, and there's a lot of things in the world that need doing. So, like, congratulations, you've actually inspired me to kind of get involved with, like, figuring out what I can do politically. So, congratulations, like, you did that. And it's stuff that I've been thinking about and working on. When I was in Texas, I was kind of getting involved with supporting a group, but a little less hands-on. So, in that case, it was just trying to promote progressive people in Texas, because that in itself is a big deal. But yeah, no, you did it. You did it. I don't know what good it'll do. I don't know what I have to offer people other than enthusiasm. But you know, if they need like a copywriter or a person who talks a lot, I've got those skills. So I'll see what I can do. No, I was actually in the middle of streaming and somebody was like, he just tweeted this at you, and I was like, hold up, stream. I gotta tweet back. So I did. No, I'm not in Texas anymore. I'm in Pennsylvania, which is, I believe, a swing state. Although, Texas is totally changing. I don't know if you've heard the news, but the primaries, apparently, the conservatives are terrified because, like, Texas, of all states, is shifting. I'm very excited about this because I'm tired of us having people in charge who are, like, at best embarrassing. Like, the only, like, politician we've had since, I don't know how long, that I've been, like, at all proud of is Wendy Davis. So, I know, Chrono, I think this is... No, I don't actually live in Possum Springs, but... That's awesome. Yeah, well, part of the problem is that, like... Yeah, well, I mean, I lived in Austin, and so like your perception of things is kind of off in Austin because. No, Nick, we're not back to central schedule. I just haven't. I've been trying to make myself talk about this because if I talk about it, I'll get over it. But like my imposter syndrome about streaming has been really bad. Where I'm like, nobody wants to see my archives. Nobody wants to watch me play this game. Nobody cares about this. Maybe I'll just not archive things. Maybe I just won't update my streaming stuff. So, yeah. Well, the big stages are very blue, but Austin in particular in Texas is, and I mean it's like also got a fair bit of libertarians, but I don't know. Oh God. Thank you, Frodo. Yeah, no. Well, the big problem in Texas was gerrymandering, because I swear there was this one district that was like a chunk of like East Austin, which go figure is predominantly minority, and then this teensy tiny little sliver going all the way down to San Antonio, which is like an hour and a half away. And then the rest of the thing. And that is pretty special. So apparently that is also maybe going to change. So we'll see how things go. Yeah, no, didn't the gerrymandering here get solved recently? Didn't they like officially decide that they're not going to do that? And I'm really excited. I'm trying to remember what it was. Danny was explaining it to me because he, having grown up around here, actually knows local politics, which I don't. Look, okay, Brexit is a legitimate thing to be concerned about, too. There's a lot of things to be concerned about. And that's part of why it's really important that we all figure out what it is that we care about and then we do something about it, even if it's really small. So, I'm going to figure out what I can do, and in the meantime, I'm happy to try to give people a positive space on the internet, because that's a thing I can apparently do. Yeah, well, less complex and I hope less corruptly designated, if that's even the right way to say that. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Look at me, I can jump. I can't jump. So, I keep trying to jump. Okay. Well, so what Danny told me, and Danny, by the way, like, if you remember, like, the Astral Alley cover we did, or, like, the picture with the cake, like, that's my friend Danny. He is super excited about everything to do with this game. And it was great when I moved here, and I was like, I'm moving to, like, middle of nowhere, central PA, and I know nobody or nothing there. And Danny was like, actually, I live an hour away from where you're moving, so that's been cool. Admittedly, I know it's true, jumping in the library would probably get you, at the very least, frowned at by a librarian. But no, Danny was explaining to me that, was it the Republicans tried to do the redistricting, and the governor was like, no, screw you, that's not any good, you need to go and do it better and be more fair about it, which is pretty cool. So some of my very dear friends are librarians. Oh my God. Tell her she should come visit me and I'll bake her a cake. I'm not even kidding. No, that would probably be weird. I'm just saying, it's not the first time that I've... Okay, so I have to remember. I guess we should probably go up. Yes, Proto can attest cakes. I am looking for an excuse. Look, okay, I can quit baking anytime I want. I really like baking. I've got a problem. No, I do not need an excuse. I had my landlady and her kids were over for tea on Saturday, and I was like, I'll bake brownies and like 5 kinds of cookies, but I only did 1. Well, Chibi Ma, okay, if we do the Flutie Pies retreat, and we have a kitchen, I will bake a cake, and you can have a cake. Whatever cake we want. All right, Proto, I believe that you will. I will believe you will have that memorized. Oh man. Oh my God. So. Oh my God. I like want to talk about what like parts of the story mean to me, and I don't want that to be weird. But baked cake. Well, the thing that's fun with baking is that once you have a general idea of it, you can just kind of mess around. I'll do found cake. We'll do planned cake, but we'll also do found cake, and it'll be great. It'll be awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, no. So my party trick, for those of you who don't know, is I'll do what I call found cake, where I go into somebody's kitchen and I bake a cake out of what I bake a cake out of whatever I find there, and so I've done it in like paleo people's kitchens. Like, it's really exciting. You never know what's going to turn out. I'm like, okay, it turns out we have like a melt in your mouth blueberry shortbread made with coconut flour and honey. Okay, or things like that. It's really fun, actually. It becomes a spectator sport, and then everyone stands around the kitchen waiting to see what happens. The first time I did it was at a friend's birthday party, and she liked strawberries, so I tried making a strawberry cake, but it turned into a quick bread. So it came out of the oven, and they're like, this isn't really a cake. And I was like, no, cut a slice in the morning and put butter and jam on it, and you'll be glad. And they did. I was like, yes, I made a thing. It was a mystery. Yeah, so that's what found cake is to me. So, okay, well, Possum, you can have a different definition of found cake. But my found cake is generally safe to eat. Oh man, strawberry cake is good, especially if you make it with actual strawberries and not Jell-O, because I'm a snob. Okay, so, all right. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, May. Oh my god, okay. Well, like, life with punks is always kind of an adventure. One of my bandmates is a punk. And then I have a friend who kind of half jokingly eats trash so that in case of the zombie apocalypse, she can digest the half-rotted food. Because you gotta know who you want to have on your in case of zombie apocalypse team. And she's definitely high on the list. Tiramisu is good. I don't know if that counts as a cake, but if we're talking like generally desserts, if we're going with, I believe, okay, Brits, don't judge me here, but if we're going with what our friends the Brits refer to as a pudding, which is just like a dessert category that's not just chocolate, because that's separate. Then yeah, tiramisu is pretty excellent. Oh man. Okay. Oh no. So I I want to just ramble about the game. We're not gonna get through the library tonight, are we? It's okay though, I don't mind actually. Meat cake. No, I totally did see people make a cake that was basically a meatloaf with like baked or mashed potatoes as icing, and it was pretty great. Like and then like the decoration on it was ketchup. Like, I mean, you were gonna make a savory cake and it was like beautiful. I think it was like a wedding cake or something like that, but it's great. Cup things with cake, fruit, and whipped cream. Are you talking about a trifle? Because trifles are great. Trifles are one of those like, oh man. That's very the X-Men. Trifles are like the oh crap, my cake is ruined, or oh crap, my brownies are ruined. Like, oh, my cake didn't come properly out of the pan and now it's a mess. Well, tear it into chunks and throw it with some pudding and whipped cream. Ta-da, a trifle. Which is great. Which actually, that's a story of cake balls. And like lobsters and all sorts of other things that were originally just like throwaway stuff and have since been repackaged as rich people food. It's kind of entertaining. Oh man, Great British Bake Off. I started watching that because people are like, it's good natured, it has to do with baking, and those are your favorite things, Lauren. Okay, God of Darkness, actually that's a good idea. Oh my god, really, Madeline's? Oh good, I'm actually really glad because I worried about her lungs. I don't want P to get cancer. That would not be good. But yeah, no, great British Bake Off seemed really charming and good natured, which though again, like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's like good natured. Isn't she like 20 and she's trying to quit? Oh, B. Well, good. I believe in you, B. I believe in you. There's the school that I work at has it's a super like expensive private college university, but they have like a program now to try to get like community college kids to transfer in and get like full scholarship tuition stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool. So I'm trying to help them appeal to a demographic that's not just rich white kids. And so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I try to think about people like this who really could get a lot out of the education and probably make the people who they go to school with reconsider some of their biases. So I'm doing what I can. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm lucky actually. I never self-medicated with any drugs. I only self-medicate with music. I'm not even kidding. And I've been having a rough time of it, so I guess I've been listening to too much Dusk Stars. Oh my god. You guys are really delightful. I am delighted by this conversation. I'm so delighted that I'm just May is just staring up at the ceiling. She's staring at Katie Washington. That's what she's doing. No, Great British Bake Off is like a friendly thing. Yeah, I know, like people, I'm like a teeter-totter. How do you say that? Okay, true sign of a nerd child is there's a word that you've like seen a million times that you've never heard it spoken, and then you have to say it out loud. You're like, oh god, I have no idea how this is said. Oh, okay, well I better look at all of the news clippings. Did I miss any of the news? Wait, are there teetotaler? Is that how you say it, Chrono? Teetotaler. Because it's a word that actually comes up in my life. Like, I should say that to describe myself. But I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to pronounce it. So rather than looking it up in the dictionary like a good person, I just don't say the word. Okay, teetotaler. That's me. Yeah, high five. Which is a good thing. Oh yeah, Madeline's actually, like, please share the etymology with us. I mean, probably. It's been some time since I played Peasant's Quest. Chrono, that is a smart decision in your case then. My mom's dad was, although I don't know that that was necessarily a genetic predisposition so much as family skeletons in the closet. But there you go. There you go. We're all getting the pronunciation right. Go us. Look at us. Look at us smart nerd children. Grown-up smart nerd children. I was gonna say something. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, so it must not have been that important. I'll figure it out. Oh, okay. That's all right, Madeleines. You tried. You tried. You get a gold star. My parents stopped asking me to if I wanted to try drinking things when I was quite a few years over 21. So there you go. If you're trying to figure out how old I am. I am definitely older than 21. At this point, it's not vanity, it's just amusement, which is why I say don't tell if you know the answer. Yeah, no, and I have no problems with people drinking responsibly. I take medication to keep my brain together. I don't need any help making it fall apart. Yeah. I don't know, B-Sim, and I can't tell you. Yeah, but actually on that subject, okay, okay. See, Corey Party, that's what's fun. People make guesses, and it's really delightful to hear how old or young people think I am. It makes me feel like I'm like this like ageless presence on the internet, and that's kind of fun. Is that the rules, Fuzzy Werewolf? I guess it is. Bleventine. That sounds like a good age. Let's go with that. 11-something. I don't know. Music has stopped. Things are about to get hard. No, I'm not 50. I can tell you that. There you go, Nick Buntline. Yes, but hopefully not the Japanese style of looking younger for marketing reasons, because that can go a little too far. I have some problems with Star Ocean 5. 4. Star Ocean 4. I haven't played 5 yet because I was so upset about 4. Anything that makes me go off on an hour-long feminist rant is not something I choose to play more of. See, people are guessing. They're guessing ages. These are numbers that are typing out of your fingers and coming through the internet onto my screen to see the things that you say. But yeah, no. God, I'm actually kind of almost sheepish or bashful talking about things, but thanks, Madeleines. I don't know what a hair of the dog is. Um, all right. So I want to just pour out some feelings about Night in the Woods that I've been talking about how I wish I could pour out feelings actually. So it's actually really nice to be able to tell you, first of all, that I really appreciate that there's a lot of love in the game. Because that's something that I keep coming back to again and again and again. And every time characters show love for each other, which is frequently. Or just that the game has like an understanding and like there's just a lot of compassion even for people doing bad things. Like because they're human and they're still good. Because people are so seldom actually all the way evil. And when you start talking about people being evil, just like bad, I mean, A, like dehumanizing other people kind of dehumanizes you. B, when you can say those people are bad and that's because they're bad. So therefore I will never be bad. You kind of let yourself off the hook in a way that, like means you no longer take responsibility for your own behavior, which is bad both like as like an individual thing and then bad as a cultural thing, which is part of why I think it's really important, like when looking at, for example, the Nazi Party, to be like, they were just human beings who did really, really bad things. So let's make sure that other groups of human beings don't do those really, really bad things, because like all groups of human beings are capable of doing potentially terrible things. So, and also like one of the things that I keep railing on again and again and again in all the games I play, apparently, because there's a lot of things with like there's a lot of games with characters with like trauma and tragic pasts and things like that. And even like playing Earthbound, we had a lot of talking about Pokey. I find a very interesting character because like in a way he's a tragic, like he's like the greatest tragedy of Earthbound. Spoilers, if you haven't played Earthbound, cover your ears for a few seconds. But the greatest tragedy of Earthbound, in my opinion, is that you never get to save Pokey. Because when you have like a kid who grows up in an environment like that, it's not his fault that he is like kind of mirroring the abusive patterns that he grew up with. And so like if you can show compassion and kind of help get that kid away from that situation, you're saving that kid from like the pain and misery and suffering of that is behind being an abuser, but you're also saving all of like the long line of people who would be abused by that kid, and then those of them who might grow up to continue the cycle. Like breaking the cycle is one of the most powerful things you can do. But as long as you're like, that kid is evil and bad, you're robbing yourself and the world of like the opportunity to stop that pain. And so that's something that I feel is really important to talk about, and then we look at a lot when we look at characters and things. And so like making sure that you humanize even people doing bad things, I think is, and normalizing the idea of thinking of people who do bad things as human beings with complex natures and personalities. Like the more you can get people to think like that and feel that way, the better I think like just the human race as a whole will be. So that's kind of tangent. Oh man. Okay. Well, Corgi Party, if you ever want to hear me talk way too much about that is basically like, we had like a 40-minute derail actually in Mother 3. There's just one section where I like stepped into a room and became very clear what was going on and what had happened. And I was like, all right, well, let's just talk about breaking the cycle of violence and abuse. So yes, Decapeptal, you can. Yes. Sorry, folks. But yeah, so there's that. And so I guess I'm really glad. I mean, even if that's not like the main theme of this game, it's a factor and an element that I like. It's okay, Corgi Party. We took some time off the sprints, and I've been using the sprints largely to do work stuff and boring things like that. I'll pick the novel up back when I'm not worried about getting fired from my new job for not knowing what I'm doing. My first article is getting posted tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be okay. No, Decapeptal, it's okay. It's okay. You can come back. Can somebody tell Decapeptal it's okay? But no, so specifically with this game, obviously I like that sort of thing, but another thing that I'll go, can I just like, I mean, those of you guys who hang out here a lot, you've heard this stuff before, so you won't judge me so much. But I guess I'll just overshare. Like that's one of my special talents. It's oversharing on stream. It's great. But yeah, I know, God darnest, they're not convenient for everybody. But that's the best time that works out for me. So if you can join us, you can. But don't stay up until 3 a.m. when you've got work the next day. I will mom you. I am the mom friend. I was born the mom friend. Um, but yeah, no, so there's God, I'm sorry. I'm just like rambling a lot. Well, thank you, Blues. I know you guys have heard this stuff before, but like it's cool to be able to like have the person who made the thing and be able to tell the person who made the thing, this is kind of what the thing that you made means to me. And so I mean, like being perfectly honest, like, I didn't grow up in like, coal town, Pennsylvania. I grew up in like the suburbest suburb that like imagine like the Stepford Wives level of suburbia, and that was my upbringing. So a lot of the things that happen in here are a lot of the things that happen in this game, they're real because I can relate to them through the experiences that my friends have had, or through like the degree of empathy of knowing how other people feel, and caring and paying attention to kind of the things that are happening in the country, and understanding things crumbling down, and challenges and struggles and things that have not been part of my life. But the one the one part of the game that I do relate to is when May starts losing her mind. Because I have a couple of complications that lead to like things similar to dissociating. Not the way that May does, but whereas like May's idea of like the world around her just kind of stops feeling real, I have had to work. In recent years, I've actually made progress to develop an actual sense of self that has some degree of like stability and consistency. Which has always been a weakness of mine. And so there'll be times where I'm just like, I don't know if I'm real. I don't know what I am. I don't know if I feel like, which has been frustrating or heartbreaking for romantic partners in the past, where I'm like, I don't know if I love you. I don't know if I know you. I don't know if you know me. I don't know if I'm a real person. Like, I don't know if like the relationship that we have is built on this construction of me that is not actually real, because I don't know what is real. And that's been very hard. So I've been kind of trying to, and so that's part of why I've had such a reliance in my life on other people having opinions of me and telling me what those opinions are. And so trying to make other people like love me or care about me or tell me what they think, because I kind of constructed a paper mache self with like a balloon inside. And so I've been kind of working on that. But so that kind of, the kind of digging into that is, I don't know. I find that really interesting. I like it when stories explore questions of mental illness and identity and things like that. Because that I was like, oh, okay, I can relate to this. Everybody else is like the real world normal stuff. And I'm like, no, crazy. I got that. But one of the ways in which things manifest for me, like I can't be clear on some of my memories from childhood, for example, if they're real or things that I like read in a book or watched on TV. And this like fantasy reality blur has kind of always been a thing. So, yeah, I know Space. So actually, like, our Discord has some jokes on that. But yes. So the openness to I call it magic because I've always called it magic, and I actually got into a disagreement with a friend of mine who loves this game like dearly. He's one of the reasons why I knew I had to play it. But he kind of took issue with me referring to it as magic because he thought I was being dismissive, like, I'm gonna throw magic missile at the darkness magic. But for me, like, we finally came to the terms that like it's kind of like faith magic, where it's like this like deeper essence of the universe. And so for me personally, and like, don't confirm or deny, and I apologize for reading into your game, but for me personally, there's no ambiguity about the presence of something supernatural in the game. And it frustrates me as a person who tends to write magic realism. It frustrates me to no end when I repeatedly try to put in evidence. Like, I would put in, like, the magic thing happens, and people are like, oh, your character is crazy and hallucinating. But if other people saw it, then we would know that it counted. So I'm like, okay, well, here's somebody else seeing it. And they're like, oh, mass hallucination. And I'm like, okay. But because for me, there's that like little bit of openness to, like, there's always this little bit of openness to faith magic. And so I feel like this game kind of just like folds that in naturally, and something about it resonates on a really personal level where it feels right. I have no idea if this is just me projecting on it, but for me, like, that's been really, I don't know, that makes it a really, enjoyable experience. I don't even know if enjoyable is the right word, but it means a lot. I will say, and this is something that I've mentioned, I went on a tangent about last stream. Yeah, I know, I saw that, Simon Catfish. I saw that, and I knew that that's there. Yeah, oh God. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was hoping you, I'm not asking you to confirm or deny, as I don't feel like there is like a confirmation or a denial. But for me, like, the especially playing, like replaying through and at Harfest when the repairman janitor, the door repairman comes in and on stage and just talks to May, and just like everything else goes away and he just talks to her and she just hears him, and I was just like, yes, this is amazing and powerful and really beautiful, and especially seeing the way that faith in the context of the game can be a powerful force of good, like the fact that we have Pastor K as a character who's amazing. She's like so cool. But see, like, to me, like, if other people hadn't said that it was open-ended, it would never have occurred to me that it was open-ended, or that people could think of it as open-ended, because I'm like, oh, well, obviously, like, now magic comes into the world and we are reacting to it and the characters all see it and things like that. And I guess that's kind of me coming at it from my perspective, in which these things have kind of always been a presence in how I interpret the world. Like for example, let me tell you about my number one phobia. Oh my God, guys, I know we talked about this last stream. Please forgive me. So as everybody who watches my streams regularly knows, I have a phobia of caves, and the underground to begin with. So I actually get a little antsy. I also have a phobia of fire, and a lot of times in video games, those two things go together, which is terrible. And like Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorite games of like all time. Like my band is the Returners. Locke Cole is my favorite character ever. So the Phoenix Cave, I should be really excited about it. And it's like, 16-bit graphics overhead, but I still get really nervous because it's like caves and fire together. But yeah, so like everybody knows that I'm afraid of that. But what they didn't know until I told them is that the reason why I'm actually the most afraid of caves, it's not claustrophobia. I'm fine in elevators. I'm fine in closets. I'm fine in small enclosed spaces. It is caves specifically. And the reason why, oh my God, Final Fantasy VI. You were in on this stream where I talked for like 10 minutes about why Locke and Sully's are my favorite characters like all time. Maybe. But yeah, no, so my actual like deepest phobia in the entire world like taps into like the uncontrollable terror of like everything. The reason why I'm scared of caves is because ever since I was a little girl, I have felt that caves are like an openness, like a black void, or like they're an opening into a void, into some sort of terrible nightmare hellscape emptiness in which you can tell this is like getting me worked up. In which like some sort of unspeakable evil lurks and might pull you in. Like that's like the most specific phobia that I just can't handle. So, good job. It was really funny. I never thought that would actually come up, to be like, actually, you want to know why I'm scared of caves? Well, there it is. But it's great though, like, because people are like, oh, it's really scary. You were scared of it. Maybe I can't handle it. I was like, no, you will be fine. I had nightmares, but you will be fine. Anyone who's not me will be fine. And I didn't mind, honestly. I thought that the entire end section was really powerful. And it's kind of, okay, so I have to actually come down from that one. Because it's scary. No, the thing is, like, no, I really don't like caves. Like, I'm like playing Minecraft and I'm in a cave and I'm just like, I don't think I can do this. Batcave? I don't know. But I know, right? B is like, are you still going? No, but Space Alert. The problem with caves always have an ending. You just have to go in far enough. And this is actually where we bring it back to like Lauren's fantasy reality blur is, imagine that there's a little part of your brain that has broken with reality and like you can function in the world, and most of the time like normal, real from fantasy logically, but there's a little part of your brain that is like, but it doesn't actually have to have an ending. What if there's a cave that doesn't have an ending because the infinite void exists? All you have to do is look at the night sky, which yes, I'm terrified of, or used to be when I was a kid. So that's where the nightmare comes in. So yeah. But I also get kind of anxious, like if I'm like trying to go out hiking and there's like an overhang and it's too much of an overhang and I walk under it, I'm like, oh, that's too much of a cave. And it's tragic because I wanted to do geology type stuff, but like hands-on rock collecting geology, and like the coolest stuff is in caves, and my teachers were just like, this is maybe not a good fit. Yeah. Well, Blues, there's going to be a whole bunch of nightmare hell landscapes in Dark Souls that we are about to embark on, so I'm probably going to ask you and Proto to come babysit me and hold my hand so that I don't just start crying. Yeah, rock collecting is totally a cool thing. Yes, oh my god. I have an obsession with duality growing up with bipolar disorder. Extremely early onset, like childhood onset, like I can't remember a time without it, like probably when I was 5 years old, has led me to have an obsession with duality, light and dark. Everything has to have a balance. So, yay. But take your medicine, kids. Take care of yourself. Try not to have a breakdown when you have major life changes. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right. So, oh yeah. Okay. I wondered with Greg, because I found him like charming and funny, and like everybody loved him. But like if you play the B all the way through, which I did, which I'm glad I did, because B has more like, I don't know, it's really gut wrenching in a really really good way. So I'm glad that that's the way that the first path that I went through. I appreciate your priorities, Corgi Party. Actually, though, like Garnet, best in addition to being the coolest crystal gem, Garnet's my birthstone. It's my favorite rock. Yeah. Well, so I'm bipolar too, fortunately, so I don't have to worry about full blown mania, which is nice. But I do have a tendency towards mixed episodes and extreme rapid cycling, so that's fun. But like, yeah, so kind of getting to know Greg a bit better, and like having him be like super hyped, and then have him occasionally just, oh. And then when B is like, I think he's bipolar, I was like, oh yeah, I think he is. So, yeah. So that sort of thing's kind of cool, because I feel like that's not his story, but it's a part of who he is, and it comes through, and I like that. And I feel like that's the case with like all the characters' challenges and things like that. Am I really affected by weather? I need sunlight. I could never move to the Pacific Northwest. I thought about it, and aside from it being super expensive, there's just not enough sunlight. I would not do well. So, other than that, like, I have complications that mean that my mood's not just affected by chemical stuff, it's also affected by the life around me, or my life. So it's great. I have like actually 2 different disorders contributing to mood instability, which is fantastic. It's not fantastic. It's not a lot of fun, but that's okay. Yeah, no, it does help. The days are getting longer, and I've noticed I've been doing a bit better in recent weeks. At least I can feel kind of like sunlight. I've also been trying to get out. So, oh no, Cyber. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang in there. That is a rough place to be, but you're here. You are still here. And that's what's important. So, like, seriously, hang in there. Congratulations, you're here. We're glad to have you here. And do what it takes to stay here, even if it's hard. Okay? I mean, you know this. I know you know this, and I know I'm just a random person on the internet, but sometimes, like, you got out of bed, you ate food, and you remained living. And that's a victory. And you got to take those victories and know that that's important. And that you matter probably to a lot more people than you realize. And yeah, it'll get better. It might get worse again. That is the tragic cycle of life. But you've made it through. Maybe you've made it through before, so you know you can do it. So yeah. We will give you hugs if you need it. If I'm ever streaming and you're like, hey, I'm in a really bad place right now, we do not do counseling here. We can try to connect you to hotlines and things. But if you're like, I just want to have people be around, so like be friendly and cheerful, like we will do that. So just know you're here, and we like that. So yeah. That's a good point, Moon Auto-Tune. There's some really good resources out there actually that have like posters and things that are like, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Like, like basic self-care reminders that kind of give you things to get through one more day, or to try little things to maybe boost you just enough to get through the next day. And those are good. So print those out, put them on your wall. Yeah, doing a thing sometimes helps. Just like being pulled out of your head can really help. So yeah, no, apparently, and I've had people tell me sometimes when they're like that, they pop in here. We had one kid who had actually an accident and an amputation and was recovering, hanging out in my Undertale streams. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they were like, don't, just like have fun. Let me have fun. So I was happy to do that. No, Cyber. No, you didn't steal the focus. Actually, that's really like that's, I mean, hell, I'm like pouring out feelings right here for you. And I absolutely welcome you to pour out feelings too, if you need to. Well, I'm glad. I'm really glad that if that's been helpful at all. Like I can't do a lot to save the world, but I can do a little bit to make things a little easier for a couple of people. And that's a thing that I would like to do. Yeah, no, we've been having some serious talk, Spiky. So welcome to Serious Talk. Yeah, Chrono, if your friend is able to find humor, that's a good thing. Oh, okay, well, I wasn't sure if you just like walked into that, but you've been here for a while. Well, thank you, Cyber. And see, look, there's FluteBot. FluteBot is telling us that we need to stretch, drink water, and take care of ourselves. Yeah, for anybody who hasn't been to my streams before, it's not an accident that my bot reminds us self-care. Kind of, Chrono. Kind of. Yeah. Yes. I really want to design FluteBot, but I can't make up my mind what she looks like. I keep thinking of the one of the robots from Mother 3. But somebody else had another idea. And I'm excited. And periodically I get fan art of me, so I'm hoping that at some point one of the people who tires of drawing. No, actually, no, Ruha did like me as like a character from every game I've streamed. And I think Ruha also might have done a FluteBot on there. I don't know. It's our bot. You think so, Space Alert? You think she looks like Tom Servo? Ketchup robot. Oh my god. So she's like got a flute, just kind of ambles it around and smacks into things. Oh, my poor flute. My flute is cool. It's been signed by Nobuo Uematsu, the rest of the Black Mages, and Kobayashi-san and Takahashi-san from when I performed with them at MagFest. So this is my flute. I need to record. I need to practice flute. My band is going to be so sad. They've got band practice tomorrow down in Texas. I'm going to try to join them long distance and fumble through everything. Oh my god, Corgi Party, that's a scary thought. Skinless Terminator wearing a dress. Maybe. I feel like she should be cute instead of scary. But she could transform like, oh, maybe she can be like a Digimon, so she has different stages of badassery. So she could have like her little cutesy form, but then she can be like, I gotta go fight things. I'm a serious one. Oh my god. I have dignity and grace. Yeah. Oh my god, yes, absolutely, Corgi. Please put it on the Discord. I would be happy. Of course. Oh, of course you are, Blues. You like robots and robot people. 20-story Metaton. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Chrono. Putting FluteBot to work. She's got to earn her keep here. I don't know. Look, RoboCop is infamous for being graphically violent. So I don't have a lot of experience with it, as it turns out. Oh, that's one of those wonderful out-of-context things in which Moth Dude is clearly talking about the possum, but that's not what it sounds like if you don't know the game. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm delighted by all of this. Thank you guys for having this moment with me and talking about life, feelings, stories, humanity. I don't know. But Opie. Oh my God, I just love her, just like joyful. I have to say, I love that like the only reliable way to make May like smile in the game is jumping. Like she and I have this in common. You would think I would jump a lot in real life, but I don't. Maybe Chrono. That would be like an all-time record. Proto is like, you think you can get through the whole stream? And I know he was joking, but it's like, no. Oh man. Okay. Yes. Oh my God. I love the characters in this game so much. I love this. Like, it's so great. Like, it doesn't matter whether people see or believe what May sees and believes. May sees and believes, and they support her, and they're here for her, and that's plenty, and it's great. I just love that. I love that so much. So. And I know that that's not what May wants, because when you desperately need somebody to reinforce reality around you and you feel like reality, like it's so great actually, because like the way that May reacts to having seen something that other people don't see, like it's not like the way like a normal like neurotypical person I think would respond, where they just like, this is crazy and weird, how strange is that. There's something a lot more like she's like legitimately scared about something that's not just the ghost. And then it makes a lot of sense once you find that out. I don't know. So she's trying to get people to reinforce reality to prove to her that she's not losing her mind and is not going to then just start destroying things because everything is not real anymore. I don't know. I really like it. I like it a lot. It doesn't matter that I read it before. It's still really funny. I feel like I should have a screenshot of that line of bees. I didn't miss the poems, did I? That would be a tragedy. Okay. I know, right, Chrono? It's basically I should just have that. Can somebody actually add that quote and attribute it to B? And then we can memorize it. And every time I just run my mouth incessantly, especially if we play this game, but not just this game, you just pull out that quote. Okay, good, Cyber. That would be really sad. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so are there new things here? I love that you don't have to see them to imagine what they're doing. And what's delightful is that like it's one more way in which May like, because I think most people in their 20s don't necessarily like shove their friends around and stuff like that. But like because May is just like shamelessly childlike most of the time. Oh my God, I still need to play Tacoma. Oh my God, I loved Gone Home. It is probably one of the funniest games I've ever played and also made me cry, which is a category of things that I want in my life. Is will it make me cry and will it make me laugh? Because like that's all I need. I really want to play Tacoma because like Gone Home was so good. And it was funny because I'd played Gone Home and I was trying to play a couple of other games sort of in the walking simulator genre, and some of them didn't work, and then I played Gone Home and I was like, yes. And so I actually gave for my master's, my MFA program, one of the things we had to do is we had to do a presentation before we could graduate on a subject of our choice. And so I was talking about why fiction writers should draw inspiration from things outside of just fiction, and so obviously poetry, but also I was like games, movies, comic books, etc. And like so I wound up like talking about Gone Home, and they were like, because I like got to know some of my classmates who weren't just in the speculative fiction track, so there were like nonfiction writers and poetry writers or poets and things like that hanging out there too. And they were like, when I started talking about Gone Home, they were like, oh, that's really interesting. So I was like, it absolutely must be an interactive experience, because it's not just that you're reading things. Environmental narrative games? You mean we have a name that's not originally used as a slur against the game. So if I call something an environmental narrative game, people will know what I mean. I would love that. Because I call them walking sim because I think one of the best things you can do when people use an insult against you is to turn it into not an insult. But I'd be happy to have another term too. Well, I know, but then it could be an ENG, kind of like RPG, which is great. Yeah, no, like we could totally do that. And see, like for me, like no, but Myst is a puzzle game. Myst has puzzles. Gone Home doesn't have puzzles. The interactive experience of Gone Home is the game playing you, playing your expectations and understanding of the situation. So the experience is it guiding you through how you interpret things and how you feel about things. I didn't really like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It had some really outstanding writing and the music is amazing, but it didn't come together as a full game experience for me. So, yeah. Oh man. I tried playing Myst when I was a kid, but I'm so bad at puzzles. I need to play Firewatch. I've heard really good things about Firewatch, but it keeps getting pushed by other games that I have to play. So, oh well, that's exciting, Cyber. Did it go okay? It was actually nice talking to these people about Gone Home. One of the people that I managed, who was like very much like, I don't like speculative fiction, until like I got to know him a bit better through grad school and stuff. And he was actually this like old, probably in his late 60s, early 70s, queer man. And I mean, he had a male partner. I don't know how he identified exactly, but and so as I was describing Gone Home and kind of how it goes into things and like what it does and like the way that you can increase empathy by living through experiences like that, through something like that, like just like his face just lit up and he was like, I don't play games, but can I play this game? Do I need to like own a Sony? And I was like, no, you can play this on your computer. He's like, can I play this on my computer? And I was like, yes, you can. And he was so excited. And I don't know if he did or not, but it was really nice to see that. So. Oh, I can see that if your nephew was really young. Is The Witness the one by the guy who did, God, this is a wonder I beat video games ever. This is why I'm like over 100 hours into Dark Souls. Is The Witness the one by the guy who did Braid? Because I had some major issues with Braid because I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a metaphor for the nuclear bomb, and so instead I just thought it was a nice guy bemoaning his girlfriend not wanting to deal with his misogyny. So I was not a big fan. So I didn't play it. I watched somebody else play it because that's way too hard for me. Although people have said that I should try Celeste anyway, even though I don't play platformers. And you know, I didn't think I'd be able to play Dark Souls. And again, we are over 100 hours into it. And granted, Dark Souls enticed me with lore and has been delivering. But Celeste apparently has to do with emotion and mental illness, so I'm down with that. So. Yeah, Madeline's, it feels like a gross dude being gross at a woman. Like, that's really what it feels like. Field. Brain is not wordsing. Okay. Well, good job. Okay, anyway. Oh my god. She's so excited. I know. I'm making words up here, okay? Well, but although, like, I do kind of wonder whether the irregular conjugation of verbs is eventually going to fade away as the English language continues to grow and evolve. Because we used to have more irregular verbs, but then as people... Oh, I read this really awesome book on the history of the English language. It's called Our Marvelous Native Tongue, The Life and Times of the English Language, which if that's not a title, I don't know what is. Right, Space Alert? Oh, God. Deus Ex is a shooter of some sort. So I played Mass Effect, which made me realize that I could maybe play a shooter type game. And then I played the Max Payne games 1 and 2. They were really good. I really liked the storytelling in them. But the problem is with Deus Ex is that I want to play it non-lethally. That's way harder. There's so many games I gotta play. Okay, step 1, look at the screen, Lauren. Lauren, look at the screen. Find ghost. Okay. Hey, you know what just occurred to me? Because I'm really smart. This is the same gameplay system thingy right here as the Dusk Stars. That's exciting. No offense to this song, but Dusk Stars is the best. Alright. So, friends, should we start in one corner and work our way around, or should we just kind of go randomly? Because, I'm pretty sure I just randomly went through everything last time, because I'm not actually a systematic player. Well, I watched my ex play through a bunch of Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Deus Ex. So I've seen some of it. Not all of it. I'd like to play it. Okay. This is the trank crossbow. Yes! May is going to tranquilize our microfiche. And then we're going to cook up a fish pie with them. Alright. Oh man. So rhubarb? I've actually never had rhubarb. No, wait, no. Isn't it really like bitter or something? I don't think I like it. Shadowy teleporty stealth game? Oh, Dishonored! I've heard. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. Bitter, tangy, like a citrus. I don't know. I feel like I tried it and I didn't like it, but I also like, I've got a terrible sweet tooth, so. Stick to rhubarb is a great little touch. Oh my god, so I just have to say that the newspaper in my new hometown is called the Daily Item. It's just the funniest name I've ever heard for a newspaper. It cracks me up every time I hear it. And one of my coworkers does media relations. And he talks about it, and it's just really funny. I don't know. Okay, well, how's this? Maybe I'll go to the farmer's market this summer and they'll have a rhubarb thing. I'll get a rhubarb thing and then I'll learn to bake a thing with the rhubarb. And then we'll see. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know why they call it that. I know the weekly thing is what it feels like. I'm so glad you guys appreciate why that's hilarious. Because I think it's hilarious. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad other people can appreciate it. Because I feel like my coworkers don't think it's as funny as I do. And like, I already feel like a weirdo because I'm like, oh my god, there's snow on my car! And they're like, yes. And I'm like, I built a snowman! And they're like, yes. So, yeah. Oh man. But it is cool because like I get to experience snow. I played in snow, I built a snowman, I had a snowball fight, sort of. I get to go to a farmer's market that's not super Austin overpriced, and I can like have like my favorite farmer's market stalls, and like it's cool stuff. So very nice, Chrono. Okay. Okay, so what's nice here is when it says the son of Samuel, like it's like assumes that you're gonna know who that person is. Bye bye, Sim. Have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Thanks for coming by. Maybe we'll see a little bit of you on Thursday. Okay, Chrono, I assume you're making this up? Or I don't know. The fun thing is actually I read super fast, but I get distracted easily. I don't know though, like would they I don't know that they would actually call. Oh wow. I know, Cyber. No, we're good. We're really good at this. We're good at video games. We're good at progress. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm delighted to have learned a little bit about the etymology of the word thing. I guess that probably lends a different level of understanding to the Cat in the Hat. Okay. What video game did you learn, Nick? You guys are funny. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, like the like identifying whose parents these kids are. No, actually, the X-Men. If you must know, Proto and I got into a bit of a snowball fight, but I don't actually know how to snowball fight, and he was very patient with me. Oh, yes! The thing, the symbol, the Norse, yes. Yes. Okay, anyway. Words. People show up to watch the demolition of it. Oh. Under arrest for snow crimes. Oh my god. I want to go. I have a cat in my lap, otherwise I'd go grab my crimes book that I was getting started when I was dressed as May at MagFest for all of 5 minutes before I got distracted by other things, because that's me. Distractible Lauren? Never! Okay. Yeah, sorry you guys have to deal with me reading this stuff, but I'm reading this stuff. Okay. Do you mind? I mean, I figure you guys are also talking to each other, so if I actually make some progress in the game. Look, I don't know, Chrono. I don't know. I don't read things out. I mean, I can read things out loud. Do you want me to try reading things out loud and hear me butcher everybody's name ever? Oh yeah, I think last time I was actually trying to piece things together in chronological order. Oh god, yes. My 26-hour Undertale run. Or was it 24 hours? Either way, it's a game that's supposed to be able to be beaten in 8, so... Hi, Sirius Inc! We haven't made any progress at all. I'm good at things. Not good at things. I could have, Chrono. Wait, people actually read them? Or skip them? Why would you skip them? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I understand that there are people in the world who experience games differently than I do. But if you're gonna play a game that has, what, 260,000 words in it? And you don't read the things? I don't know about that, Blues. There's lots of cool people out there. I'm just kind of awkwardly dorky on camera, and occasionally I cry. So... Oh, wait, hold on. So the funny is that this puts the, Power Gamer only read the words that give me experience points. That is a good line. You are funny, Madlands. I appreciate you. Okay, so like trying to like piece together. Okay, so owner of the mine works. So this is when the mines are still active. And so they've decided to make the town less of a hellhole. Presumably after striking. Okay, it does say after striking and after other things. So, yeah. There are people who really enjoy doing voices. One of my friends does voices really well. And he hasn't played Night in the Woods yet. He's got it up on his docket because is that the right word? Actually, I don't think it's the right word. Never mind. But it's on his list. But he does voices and I do not. So he'll occasionally play games that I've played and he'll like tell me what the voices are that he did for various characters and I'm just like, nope, I can't do voices. And it seems like it's fun if they enjoy it, although they might, I guess, lose their voice, like talking about everybody. I don't know. You know what stressed the hell out of me with dialogue? Oxenfree. Oxenfree. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like Oxenfree and Night in the Woods are like the ones like dialogue-wise I keep comparing the two because they're like both like super, super real with the characterization, but the approach to dialogue is exactly opposite. and they're both super effective. And it's just really neat and cool and interesting. The time limit for responses, the fact that like the response that you choose is often not what you think it is. Basically, if you try to participate in conversation in Oxenfree as though you are playing a game choosing dialogue options, you will have a bad time of it. You kind of have to embrace the fact that you're an awkward teenager sort of awkwardly trying to communicate with other awkward teenagers. And once you like get there, you're okay. But for a while there, I was like, she's not saying what I think she's going to say. I'm not saying the right thing. They're not responding to it right. That didn't come out right. I ran out of time. Because it's very awkwardly realistic in that way. And like people will like say things and like the sentences just kind of like die halfway through and they're like, that was awkward. Did not come out the way I meant it to. It's an interesting choice. It works really well. It was just extremely disconcerting for me. Okay. So look at me reading things. Look at me doing things. We're moving because we have to get to the poems at some point. Yeah, well, I wanted to go back and oh god, Ren is a handful. I wanted to go back and play more of Oxenfree, but that was actually during the time that I played a bunch of indie games and decided nobody ever wanted to see me play things. So that's why I lost a bunch of things and never went back and beat a bunch of those games. Imposter Syndrome is fun. It's not fun. No. Okay. Certain this list is reminding things. Maybe this game is about the albino groundhog and you just can't see it if you don't believe in it. Yeah, so then there's this, which I was like, whatever, I'm not fooled by your assertion. Is that the right word? God, I'm just like wordsing badly. That there could be a mass hallucination caused by underground gas. I'm like, no, whatever, you can't throw me. I know there's magic in this game. Oh, there you go. Cyber's got it all worked out. Katie Washington and the albino groundhog. Oh, geez. Maybe. I mean, maybe. You never know. It could happen. Are you going to tell me that Katie Washington can't be friends with the albino groundhog? All right. Well, have fun, Blues. We'll see you on Thursday. I hope you're prepared to help babysit me because I might need it. I would fund the Katie Washington Kickstarter. See, one of the problems with mass hallucination and suggestibility is if people see or experience the same thing without corroborating. Is that the word? Oh my god, Space Alert, why would you do that? Where's your faith in Katie Washington? Or are you trying to force Katie Washington to prove herself to you? Oh yeah, so we're skipping over, by the way, the fact that, like, okay, so we're like laughing and joking here, but there's actually like a terrible tragedy here that's like, hey, by the way, things are really bad. There are consequences in the world. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I love we are very anxious to be delighted. That is... There we go. Look at that. Look, see? Coulson, Samuel. Got it. Oh no, Space Alert. Blasphemy! Blasphemy. Whoa! It's Little Joe! Little Joe's head got, was not so good. That was creepy. That was definitely, I had a jump scare moment. I didn't have nightmares though. Died in mysterious circumstances. Yeah, it looked like his head got bashed in, if I remember correctly. There you go. There's just so much dry humor in here, which I appreciate. Oh, that's where we go. That's where we go. Ah. Yeah, that's right. We go do that, and the weird kids are like, hey, we have thoughts and feelings. Oh my god, the weird kids are so cool. They're like both super awkward and nerdy and super cool. It's great. It's perfect. Yeah, no, it's a good line. Okay, yes, okay. Now we're gonna get into like by the way, also things in the real world. Like, boy, you think it's bad, some of the stuff that people do in this. Oh my God, okay. Okay, so can I just talk for a moment about Casey as a presence in this game? Like, that I really appreciate so much. Which again, like people who've been watching the stream the whole time, they've heard me talk about this on multiple occasions, but I actually get to say it now and you can hear how much I appreciate it. So when you have a character who's off screen the entire time, like literally Casey never shows up. But by the end of the game, that reveal has so much impact. Like I was like bawling. And there've been like moments now when, thanks Cyber. But there'll be moments now that there's like the dramatic irony or narrative irony. It's been a while. Between like what the characters know and what I know, in which they talk about Casey and like, oh baby, that was Casey over there, and I'm just like, my heart, because the way that he's consistently in the game, without being in the game, like the characters bring him up. Sometimes just naturally talking about life, sometimes talking about the mystery of where he is. Like, it's always like a kind of a thought like, oh, have you heard about Casey? Oh, could that be Casey? So like we kind of feel like we know who Casey is. And assuming that Casey is the last instant messenger, like every time you talk to your friends, like practically every time I'm like, and there's Casey. And so like you feel his absence, which kind of becomes like a presence. So then instead of it just being some character you don't know anything about that like something bad happened to, but also instead of having like the like in trauma of the game, yeah, well, instead of like having like a character who is present that you as a player actively get to know, be like the cost and consequence of the great reveal at the end, it's like this perfect balance of making it have an impact but not be debilitating. Like you can still function like, but it's still devastating because it's also not just like, it's also not just a bunch of hobos or just a bunch of unknowns or just that one kid that you saw that I was really upset. I was like, that's the kid at Harfest. Yeah, no, it is fantastic. It really drives it home so much. And when they're like, you know, yeah, just really good. Yeah. And like the fact that like when they say, you know, well, Casey had these problems, you know, like I think like wasn't he like his brother made meth or something like that, and you're like, okay, well, he's not a saint, but that doesn't matter because people love him and he's still worth it. Like, you know, his life's still worth something. You don't get to make that kind of decision. You don't get to do that, and it really hurts, and it really, really, really drives home. Like you can't not be affected by that because a person that is your friend's friend, that you know because you've heard all about your friend's friend, so you kind of know about this person. It's almost like they're your friend. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I like it. Yeah, no, and his friends miss him, and his friends love him, and they talk about him, and they think about him, and they feel his absence because he matters. And let that be something that we all carry with us, right? You know? People care about you. Oh. I know that last name. Yeah, basically. Oh, that's right. And then don't the wives and children get killed later? Yeah, so this is why you've got to watch out for yourself, and not trust the people who are going to make money off of you. It's funny, my dad has accused me of being idealistic in my politics, and I'm like, Dad, you believe that corporations actually have people's interests at heart. If that's not some sort of misguided idealism, I don't know what is. At the most generous read of it is misguided idealism. Yeah. I don't know if I believe that the universe cares, but I do believe people do. God, see, like, that's poetry. Like that stuff is poetry. And it's so, like, it's not, like, Like, okay, so I love Over the Garden Wall, and Over the Garden Wall has like goofy, funny lyrics or dialogue most of the time. And then at the end, there's a section where like, the characters are like literally speaking poetically, and it's like a fairy tale, and it's beautiful, and it stands out there. But the simplicity of the poetry here, where it's not trying to be like flowery fairy tale language, but there's just such perfect balance and such perfect word choice, and the ideas are just, yeah. So it's a very poetic game when it wants to be, and then it's also very funny. It's a nice balance. I appreciate that. So yeah, this is just like me just talking about why I like this game. There's a lot. Okay. It's interesting that B doesn't have anything to say about this. Yeah, so here's some bad stuff. Yeah, no, like, see, yeah. Yeah. Children. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god, I really want... I don't know if there's a poster for the game that has that on it, but if there is, I'm going to get it and put it up on my wall. Because I have decided I'm going to have a poster for every game I've beaten on stream, and this is definitely one that I want to celebrate having played. Yeah... And then, of course, like what the things show is that they have promised safety standard improvement, and then they don't do it. Go figure. And then this is just talking about things that are changing in town. Here we go, ghosts. Ding ding. Ah, yes. Is this the one that we is this the Angus one? Well, I guess I didn't go out with Greg. It didn't even occur to me that I didn't go out with Greg because I was so interested in the other two. Oh my god, that was so good. That one was really good. Ah. Hoo boy. I did shun Greg. I actually had less of an emotional attachment to Greg than to the others. Okay, let's see. Like just people just being mad. People getting mad about mad. Oh, so is this the one that you're supposed to do with Greg and we just didn't do it? Ah. See, the thing is because they're both Little Joe, I didn't... Okay. Alright. Ghost crimes. Yeah. Yeah, just watched TV and did therapy. Yeah, I'm sorry, May. Oh my god. No, we're not gonna boogie. No, we're not boogieing yet. No, we're not boogieing yet. Why on earth would we ever not look at everything? Am I right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense, Cyber. And I'm kind of glad to get to know him a bit better because I mean, it is true. Like a large part of what he does is I don't know if pretend is even the right word, but I mean, we pretty much see him mostly in a constant state of hypomanic energy. And it's interesting to me, actually, one of the things that's most interesting is that he seems like he's trying to reclaim some sort of high school sense of self where he feels like he owes it to May to have the same, like, zany energy that he did then. Which he doesn't quite. And it's interesting, like, trying to be something you're not quite because you think you're going to make the other people that you care about happy. I wouldn't know anything about that. Certainly not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is intense. This is really intense. Yeah, the Secret Union Tooth Society is really interesting. Okay, what have I not looked at? No, he specifically talks about it though. He specifically says he's trying to be his old way. He said something to that effect. Okay, well. Well, I'm glad that you don't mind me rambling. Oh my god, the Tooth Society is so... Yeah. No, he did. And I honestly, him talking about that was one of the, I think, more revealing lines of dialogue we've had from him so far. And then, like, the sun goes down in the sudden coldness. It's like, oh, you poor kid. I'm sorry. I remember those days being unmedicated and things like that. We've discovered the secret identity of Katie Washington. Yes, we have. All right. Yeah. So I mean, if you put this together, though, this is definitely but it is a really nice way of putting in. Oh, here we go. We haven't looked at this one yet. And it's interesting when you have like the women start beating the scabs to make them go away. Oh my god. Well, I think it's a really great balance of like, I don't know. Let's see. We're smitten is such a great word choice. Like you have like fun little bits. Like it's nice to be able to like tie like the little storylines together. And also because you're like, why is it called Possum Springs? And now we kind of know, which is nice. Did I miss any? I know, right, Madlands? I have officially overstayed the library's open time. I'm good. And like there's like little details like this which provide some context to things that you care about because they're related to the characters. But it's also interesting because knowing what we know about the people who wrote the game and some of the things that I think that they would hope that we as the audience would take to heart as an understanding of past and present elements of American society. So like it's not accidental to have that, but it also provides a lot of context and setup for like later stuff in the game too. So it's definitely working on multiple levels and none of it is superfluous. Even though this is really funny. So yeah, so did I miss anything? I think I got them all. I think I was pretty paranoid last time about missing something. I did that. Done that. This is a thing. So I am not a completionist. I'm like the opposite of a completionist, except I want to get all of the lore. I want to get all of the words. I want to get all of the story. That's how they got me to play Dark Souls. They were like, Lauren, you can piece together lore if you get all of the things and you think about it. Oh my god! Dear Abby clipping from 1882. I would read that. I actually really enjoyed advice columns. They tend to be actually pretty cool and actually generally rather progressive. You might be surprised. Miss Manners has things to say. She's pretty great. All right, I think that's everything. I think I looked at them all. Oh my god. And like just like the like horrors thrown in, just like I usually stop on I usually stop around 10 Eastern, so oh, that means that there was one that I'd missed. No, there wasn't. Okay. Okay, now I have to figure out how to get out of here. Ah! You press a button. That's complicated. Oh, because I got something with her offering the tooth to her dad because he was having some trouble, and he's like, "Haha, that's right, family tradition." Oh my God, that's right. Hearing about Grandpa's shenanigans. Oh my God, I get to go jumping around town again. Maybe. Yep. Yeah. I like how she's like halfway there, but not quite. Yeah, we're about to go get poetry. Hi, Nox. Yes, you're such a good kitty girl. Nox is happy. She's been here this whole time. Ah, yes. I've got to go to the graveyard anyway. And like the fact that like May like just like whoosh does not even register what that means. Just like, oh my God, May, come on. Yeah. It could happen. We could do another Greg date. It's possible. Oh no, Squizgar, I'm sorry you missed it. Huh. So there was a book that I read when I was a kid. I think it was called Liddy. That was about a girl who worked in a mill. I think. And so it had some things come up in it that I there were a couple of books that I read as a kid that introduced me to some of the issues, but obviously like that was before, like, for example, young adult books could go into all of the details that they can go into about how horrifying things can be. So it was still a cleaned up version. But it was still kind of, I think, important that even at a very, well, relatively young age, I was aware of some of this, just not nearly enough. So, yeah. But yeah, no, like, I mean, if one of your goals is to have people walk away with a better understanding of things, like, you do a good job of putting it in so that and yet they wouldn't necessarily feel like preached to, for example, like being like, you need to understand things. Like, you can still kind of get in with the entertainment, and there's enough humor in there too. And some of the shockingly horrific things that you read are so shockingly horrific that instead of like, I think people's guards would be down although honestly, I think probably if you're playing this game, you're probably at least a little bit open to a more progressive mindset. But I don't know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. R.L. Stein. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was too much of a little nerd snob. I was like, "Ah, those books that everybody reads, like Goosebumps and stuff, those aren't real books. They're not good. They're about like the giant peanut butter and jelly sandwich that ate my school. I'm going to read real books because I'm a nerd child." And when people make fun of you for being a weird nerd child, sometimes you have to take some pride in being a weird nerd child to feel better about yourself. So I did. Um, Also, I was very serious, very serious. And I was just like, that doesn't hold up. That doesn't seem serious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Deus Ex has to say, especially given that it's as old as it is. Yeah, I was too cool for lots of things. Oh my God, Christopher Pike. My sister made me read a Christopher Pike book when I was in middle school, and I was just like, what is wrong with you? Toy Story is really great. I know New X Ghost. Okay, look, I was a snob. That doesn't mean I am a snob now. And honestly, if it gets kids reading and imagining and playing and exploring things, I'm totally for. So, oh my God. No, my sister made me read the one where they're reincarnated Greek gods and then, like, one of them feeds ground up glass and a burger to the others and they die an excruciating death, but then it's okay because they're Greek gods or something. I don't know. There are some concerns to be raised about Twilight as a role model thing for impressionable young people. But it also gets people reading, and ideally, people don't just absorb what they read without thinking about it. So, oh my God. No, Squizgar, I was never like that. That was never a thing I did. But like read, I read a lot of like young adult fantasy and stuff before young adult fantasy was really a thing. I guess at that time I was reading Susan Cooper and Lloyd Alexander and stuff. Oh no, Corgi Party. I'm sorry. I hope that you have a chance. I actually stopped reading fiction for a while, or stopped reading books when I was just writing short stories. I read a lot of short stories, and then when I was in grad school, I finally had to get back into reading novels, which was nice. So that was good. No, it's true. Like the thing is, I have mixed feelings on Twilight. I hope that people who read Twilight then go on to read and think other things, but it also doesn't matter what my opinion is on the subject either. So just like if there's a thing you want people to be reading instead, make that thing and put it out there and try to reach the people who want to read it. Very scientific. Wait, I did that wrong. Guys, I got so distracted. Did I just go the wrong floor? I did, didn't I? Oh, Lauren. Lauren. What are you doing? Oh my God, Anne Rice. Man, speaking of the author should never engage with fans. I feel sorry for her because I imagine that she was hurting a lot when she got involved in those discussions. But that's not good for anybody. Yes, are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You're ready. Look at this. Look. Oh my God. Oh my God. So good. So good. That is so true. Oh my God. I've got so many friends who are teachers right now. So yeah, be good to teachers, especially right now. Although like teachers are like striking, I hear, which is really exciting and awesome. Um, and hopefully, God, maybe we could fund our educational system and give teachers what they need to do their jobs. Anyway, yeah, that's good. All right, Squizgar, you do that. If I ever end up a successful novelist, I don't know what I'll do, but probably have feelings and cry a lot. So nothing changed. Well, hopefully they'll get something. My teacher friends, like, I don't know how, like, you basically have to have, like, practically, like, an almost like masochistic streak to stick with teaching. It's so brutal. Like, as far as, like, not having what you need to do anything, not having respect from people, not even be able to do the job you want to do. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, no, it's like it's underpaid, it's underrespected, it's like they don't even get to teach because they have to teach the test because like kids have been turned into numbers basically, and it's all about the numbers and how we can make the people who are in charge of the tests the most amount of money. Like, oh my God. So I've been working in higher ed for a while. And like, don't even get me started on like the Princeton Review and the college prep test racket. Like the SAT and ACT and all of that. Like, cool. Yeah, I know, cyber. Yeah. No, just get a gun instead. That sounds like a great solution to our problems. Yeah. Our teacher survivalist. Yeah. Yeah, basically. And then like, I mean, like, I swear, like, teachers have more unpaid overtime hours than like anyone that I know. So, and then people like my dad have the audacity to be like, they get paid for only working 9 months a year. Okay, Dad, whatever. Pretty sure I said that the last time I played this part. All right. Yes. Yes. Why would I ever say no? Oh my God. Why is it even an option? It's like, why would you ever say no to Salmers. Yeah, I almost like, okay. If you don't overhear Tunnel Poetry Guy, does he do better here? Because, like, I feel bad. Because, like, May can't not make fun of him. And she doesn't mean any harm, but he's just crushed. Oh my god, why would anyone do that, Madlands? Were they just trying to see if they could? Like, why are you playing this game if you're not taking the let's read the most number of words option? Oh my god, oh my god. May with her little bitty legs. Oh, maybe Space Alert. Thank you, Cyber. Good. Oh my god, her full name. She's so serious. I mean, I don't know that it's like wrong. I'm just like, why? Yeah, okay. I love that she's still like hung up on this. Yeah, well, just like sometimes when people speedrun games and it's not just like joke. Oh my god, I just got a pop up on Steam that okay, Orchrist, Greg, our mod is apparently playing Doki Doki Literature Club. So I'm curious. I'm not playing that game. I'm curious what he's gonna think of it. Sorry, B. Oh my god. Yes, I'm gonna unlock things by not being present. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know better, Cyber. I know. It is not for Lauren's. There are things that, like, fortunately come with, like, glowing no Lauren's sign. So. I don't know that enjoyment is the thing that you're supposed to feel when you play that game. All right. It's dark and funny. Calls the student by name. It's so great. If only I remembered what I chose last time, then I would see different dialogue this time. But it'll still be fresh for me because it turns out my memory is garbage. Through some combination of medication, mental illness, and trauma. That's okay. I used to have a photographic memory. That's how I know that at least one of those three things contributed to it. Yeah. Oh man. 2 poems. Oh my gosh. All right, buddy. Let's hear it. All right, buddy. Oh, interesting, Simon Catfish. See, like, okay, so that's awesome. Like, the fact that there are different things depending on how you play the game. And if you choose to just not talk to anybody ever, like, that's really interesting. Thanks, Decapeptal. Oh, God. Eels. Eels. Oh, my God. I can tell when my friends start playing this game because suddenly they're like, eels, honey. So great. Like, Greg could not get enough of that line. Yeah, see? There we go. That's like one of the lines like that will continue as a meme forever and ever for people who play the games, so. God, I'm sorry. All right, buddy. I'm trying to remember what it's called when you cut off a syllable. I used to know this stuff. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that the last time. All right. Yay, Fisherman Jones, you did it! May's like, no, I was there. I've seen it. I know what happens. Oh my god! Selmers! Yay! Oh my god, the college party scene. Woo! Oh my god. Yeah, this is so great. This like setup right here where May's like, no, I got it. It's gonna be funny and dorky. And then Selmer's just like, excuse me, but everything is about to explode. It's so great. Yes, no, like, now that I know what's coming, this is extra hilarious. Because replay. Oh man. Wait, May's fight with her mom isn't technically, well, okay, I guess that. So if you don't fight with her mom, does that mean that like you go up to the church to talk to her mom and her mom is fine or just a little bit grumpy? I'm intrigued now. Yeah, I know this is going to be great. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for this? All right, everybody, buckle up. Selmers is going to take us on a ride of truth telling. And there's no brakes, so this car's not gonna stop until it's done. I'm gonna press the button now. It's the appropriate response. Thanks, May. You're helping. Yeah. It's so good. Thanks, May. You're helping. But it's okay. And poor Bee like doesn't know their relationship, so she's confused. So cute. I wonder actually if Bee's a little bit uncomfortable there. That she's got this friendship with May, and there's this other person that has clearly got a friendship with May, and B is on the outside of that. And I think B is used to May being the one who doesn't get things, and who doesn't know things, and who doesn't have connections, and is not tied to things. So, oh gosh, yeah, I can imagine if people weren't, because I mean, obviously, like I wasn't prepared for Selmers to go off like that and have that kind of like power to her words. Like it's very nicely like understated in the setup, so you don't expect that, so it catches you off guard from her. But I mean, I guess because I'd been following you on Twitter for long enough, like I was like, oh, but I was also not like, that's in this game. So I guess being late to the party contributes to my experience. So, but I can imagine if somebody didn't have any idea that it was going to get that real. Yeah. So, oh man, this scene. Yes, you do, Angus. Well, actually, so I became aware of. I mean, like, should I call you Bombsfall or should I call you Scott or what? Like, when you're not here, I refer to you by your full name because you're the creator of a work of art that I enjoy, and therefore I default to that the way I would anyone else who works on games or music or whatever. Um, but okay. But like, I actually found out about your Twitter because one of my friends in Austin, who's a game dev, like followed you on Twitter and like retweeted your stuff a lot and was like, this person's super cool. And I was like, oh wow, he does seem really cool. So like, I was just like knew you on Twitter, and then like you're like, there's this game, and I'm like, oh, you seem pretty cool. I bet your game is gonna be cool. And then you're like, it has a bazillion words, and I was like, whoa, I like that. And that was kind of what I knew. So, um, I guess I came at this not from the angle that people who just knew the game. So, um, oh my God, I just realized that you can see laces on her shoes because the darkness on my monitor, the brightness on my monitor was turned down. You don't turn the darkness up, you turn the brightness down. Um, so I'm appreciating the fact that you can see the laces on her shoes. Anyway. Look, words are good, and putting words at things is good. I like words. I'm good at words. Whew. Yeah, no, she's so cute. And that little smile that she's got. Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark Lauren edition? What? I don't know that if that's a reference. I'm sorry, I'm not cool enough to get your reference. Oh man, I'm sorry, May. Such an intense head nod. Like she's like, yes, I've got this. I've got this. Everything's okay. Reality exists and my friends are going to back me up on this. And B's like, no, I hate fun. It's not actually what it is, but. Oh, what? Wait, Faisal, hold on. Hold on. Are you telling me that you two made a musical about Spider-Man? Yeah, um that's weird. I don't know. Apparently Hamburger Helper put out an album of like local Cincinnati hip hop artists or something like that. And one of my friends was really excited about informing the world that this exists. And I was just like, did you arbitrarily pick nouns and put them together? And he was like, no, this is real and it's good. Apparently so, Cyber. And I can try to look up that link if you want to know. Yeah, I apparently it exists. So I will try to get the word out about it, and my friend will be very excited that people care. Because he says it's actually like most of it is actually really good because they worked with just like local artists instead of having like a weird sponsor thing. And of course, like me having worked in marketing, I'm just kind of like why would they why would they do that? Is it because they're cool? Because sometimes you're like the only reason why the company chose to do this is because they thought it would be a cool thing to do, instead of being like, we are going to make more money doing this. But I'm like really skeptical of companies doing things. So anyway, sorry. Tangent. I tangent my tangents. Hi, Nox. Are you back? Nox is back. Here's our kitty. She's a kitty canyon. Pew, pew. You want to say hi to everybody? Are you a cat? Jerry's still out on that one. Nox, look. You and May are the same, okay? You see? You could basically be May. Make a little shirt. Give you little boots. Nox doesn't think so. Oof, here we go. Yes, she is definitely a purry purr. All right. Yeah, no, they're trying so hard to humor her and support her because again, like this whole thing is just that they love their friend and they want to back her up. Yes, but it's real, and that means that the world is okay and it's not crumbling right before her eyes. Like it makes sense now when you don't fully understand what losing your grasp on reality means to me. Like, you don't quite get this, but it makes sense. That's cute. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Not illegal. Oh my god. And just like Greg's face just lights up. He's like, oh my god, crimes? Crimes? Like, yes, Greg. You can do crimes. Angus is like, ah. I mean, in a way, Squizgar, it's true though. And on like a personal level, I can understand kind of why she would feel that way. Good night, hair dryer. I'm glad you could come by. It was nice to have you here. Hopefully you'll be back again. I hope. Oh my god, Greg looks so disappointed. He's like, we're gonna break in. And she's like, yes, we're gonna break in. And they're like, yes, crimes. Oh, look at his cute little ears. And you can see he has a physical, like, even without the exclamation point, his little ears going up tell you his emotional reaction. It's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think I got all of your little spinny things. Oh, I think there's one I'm missing. Because there's 3 spinny things, right? And I've got 2 of them so far. I have not done my jumping like I should have done my jumping. Wait, do I have the option to go to the... Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Cyber. Oh, my God. I don't know, Squizgar. I'm going to have to cut one of those 2. Okay, Nick. That makes me feel a bit better that I didn't miss it then. Oh, my God. Nay. But she would rather be scared to death than have reality stop existing. Oh, my God, Dad! Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Why would anybody not? Yes. I think that's just so cute. A good poet, because she's pretty great. She is pretty great. Syncope. Oh, like, I wonder if, so syncopation. I wonder what the relation is between those 2 words. Cut off the sound with the word. That doesn't, That warrants further investigation. Oh, no, May, I'm sorry. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Everybody. Oh, he's so adorable. Yeah. Yeah, like, the thing is, like, the Angus Ghost Hunt is super great, and I love the conversation with Angus. But I've also now had that conversation with Angus, so I know him. And I feel like the B one has more bearing on the world, which I don't know if that's true. So, I don't know. I feel bad for like how thoroughly I just ditched Greg last time. It's just like, whatever, peace out. Oh, yeah. You want to broach this, Dad? You sure you want to broach this? I don't remember Cyber. Oh, no. I told the one about her, like, was it like she like vomited and fell into a trash can or something like that, trying to ask somebody out? Was that that? Or was that a different one? May has a number of embarrassing stories. See, and like I've mentioned before, my memory's not very good, so that's the college one. Okay. Okay. Well, and I remembered something correctly. I'm so proud of myself. Yes, believe in your relationship with Mom. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. Interesting. Well, then we have to do that. Okay. Yeah, well, we keep checking back the base. Oh my God, we were very, very sad that we aren't able to do the I hope you die angel face or whatever it's called. It's like, yes! No. It's pretty good. Oh, I wonder if Mom said the same thing. Oh, May. I was close. I was so close. Oh, no. We gotta watch. What? No TV. No TV. Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna do this. We gotta jump on everything first. I'm not kidding when I say I jump on everything. I don't think that you ever get to do anything from jumping on this. But you can be sure that if anything happened for jumping on this bookcase, I would have it. I would have done it. All right. Yeah. Aha! Look, I can talk to something. So cute. Yeah, thanks so much for coming by. It was actually really, really nice to be able to. Oh yeah. Questions. I mean, mostly I guess I feel like I've kind of monopolized like talking at you about the things that I would love to be able to talk to you about, like what I think and feel about the game. My questions and ideas. I guess I haven't really had questions so much, like, but if anybody else has questions. Good night, Space Alert. Oh wait, more? So cute. Oh my god, they're just so adorable, and I love this Zorro picture. It just makes me so happy. You just like here, like lounging with the baby. Some old family portraits over there. I don't know. Well, I mean, still like I really. Let's see. Which song? Which song do we have? What is new? Wait. TikTok. That's new, right? Do you guys want to watch me be bad at playing bass in a moment? Yeah, I mean, honestly, thank you so much for coming out. Like, it's like a rare and special treat to be able to thank somebody. Like, I mean, we can tell you that the thing is cool because we think the thing is cool, but like more importantly, like you've made a game that has really touched a lot of people's lives. It has helped people who haven't seen things before or thought about things in a certain way, like come to have a better understanding, whether it's because like they have been raised ignorant of history or just because their life experiences have prevented them from or haven't had them be able to see and experience some of these things. Um, and so like in that way, like that's doing good. But there's also a lot of people I think whose lives and whose experiences have been what's the word I'm looking for? Not backed up, validated people's experiences by being like, like I hear you, I see you, you are real and your problems matter. The number of people I know who have cried and like said this game is really painful because it's so real, but there's something really valuable about that. The pieces that I've read, people like I was reading this really, really great like review / think piece about this game recently that is super great. Like, I mean, like you made a cool thing that you poured a lot of love into. But I like legitimately believe that Night in the Woods is going to be, if games are referenced kind of as like cultural touch points and also as like kind of literature art forms to be studied looking back on a period of time, like I honestly think Night in the Woods has a lot of what I would expect a game to have that kind of a legacy to have. Like I think it's really going to, it's meant a lot to people already and I think it's going to continue for a long time. So there you go. You can read whatever everybody else has to say too, and I can talk at the same time because like they're not making noise, so I can just make all the noise I want. So yeah, no, it's a really outstanding game, and like honestly, I'm not lying when I say like it has made me reevaluate like what I can do for the world, and both as like a person who dreams of creating things that will move people at some point, and also just like as a human being existing in the world, being able to take steps and help people and that sort of thing. So thank you for being an inspiration. Like, I'm not kidding. I was talking earlier in the stream about people that I'm inspired by right now. And it's like Lloyd Alexander, one of my favorite writers growing up. I got my moral and ethics code, like basically my values come from him. I've recently been like, I want to be like Mr. Rogers. I know that that's a really like vain thing, but I'm like, that's like my inspiration of like what I want to do, like as a person who can like entertain people, like his idea that you can use your like audience, however big or small it is, to kind of like promote kindness and that sort of thing. But I also like find like I found you really inspiring, and maybe that's really lame and awkward to say, but it's true. So take that as you will, and thank you for doing what you do. And I hope you don't mind my like awkward tweeting at you, but I really enjoy your insights and feel like I've learned a lot. So thank you. I know I'm not the only one. So there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna just do this while you guys, if you want to finish your talking about things. Oh my God! Holy crap! Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you serious? Oh my God! They made ridiculous, goofy lyrics to a thing from a kids show. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do my best on this. If this one's really hard, it's gonna be bad. Oh my God! What is going on over here? Right, timing. Timing. Ha! I figured out the timing on that one at the last minute. Okay, you guys are gonna have to tell me what she and Greg made about the lyrics. This is way harder than I expected. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. No, I literally do not know that song. All right, guys. Well, we did the thing. Let us talk to our friends. Oh my gosh, I love my friends. Are you telling me that I should cover it some triangles because I'm not sure I'm a good fit for it? Good night, Scott. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate that you stayed here, and I hope you enjoyed your time. So, bye. Oh no, Nick, that's awfully dark. Oh, I love their friendship. Oh my God, it's so cute. She fell asleep at the keyboard. Thanks, May. You're helping. I love the way that she writes changes a little bit based on who she's talking to. Like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Yay! 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 Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'm sorry, friends. It is actually bedtime for Lawrence, too. I thought I'm secretly killing you. Hopefully not. I'm sorry to cut this short and have, in some ways, accomplished so little, but I feel like we're pretty fortunate to have had one of the creators of the game hang out with us for a couple of hours and answer questions and listen to things and generally be cool. So, yeah. I think this can take an all-time record for the rambliest stream ever. So that's cool. But thank you guys for, yeah, we did see a poem. Yeah. Honestly, I appreciate you guys sitting with me, especially because I know that you guys have heard a lot of the things that I told him, but it's really, I mean, how many times have I said, I wish I could tell the people who wrote this game, the people who made this game, these things. So like to be able to like be like, here are the things that I love about your game. Here are the thoughts I have is really nice. So I'm happy. I appreciate that you humor me. Again and again, you humor me. So yeah. And Cyber, seriously, we're here for you. So just remember, you've got a community of weird strangers on the internet, some of whom have been through things and get it. So Ramble Queen, I will tell you, I'm over 17. Oh, Sky Warren, thank you. That's sweet. Yeah, no, this is a really nice and special stream. So thank you, everybody. I'm happy. I mean, it's really cool. Like I feel like no, that's true, Chrono, and I think that that's a good one for us to have documented. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's really, really cool to have a really positive community. Like I'm really proud that we can have the creator of a game come in here and be comfortable and enjoy his time. We don't mob him. We don't make him uncomfortable. And I'm also just really proud. Like, yes, these are good people. You can see my people. They're good. And they like the thing that you made because it's good. So it's good. Yeah, no, the options menu is fantastic. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut down because, yes, there you go, Cyber. That's true. All right, guys. Well, I will be playing Dark Souls on Thursday as usual. We will actually make progress in Night in the Woods next week. And then we will play Transistor soon. So that should be good. All right. Well, take care, everybody. I will where is my chatums? Okay. Don't forget, if you're not a member of Discord, please join our Discord. We would love to get to know you better. And then like if you want to see me awkwardly tweet at Scott Benson, I have a Twitter. I use it to post things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Take care of yourselves. Be good. And I care about you all. So please carry that if it helps. Good night, guys.